Today we are going to learn about the first lesson of your textbook. So I choose some question from the first lesson. Each question will represent one theory. That's why I selected these questions. So let's start with this. Now this question says write 10,000 as a power of 10. So how we can write it? Just write 10 and count number of zeros 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can easily write the power as a power of 10 by counting the number of zeros. If it is has 4 zeros, it is 10 to it can written as 10 to the power 4. And this question, now find the value of 8.93 multiplied by 10 to the power 5. So what is that? 8.93 need to multiply by 10 to the power 5 is, since it is 5, we have to multiply with 1 with 5 zeros. Okay, then that is 100,000. So when we are multiplying with 5 zeros, we have to move decimal place. We have to move decimal point with 5 digits there. 5 digits right side. Okay, so how we can move it? Let's write 93 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so how we can now to fill these spaces we have to put zeros. Okay, then what is the answer? That should be decimal point. So 893 with 3 zeros. That is the answer. Okay, now let's check this 3.4 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 3. So before we are learning these negative indices, I am going to do some question from index. So then you can easily do the negative index questions. Okay, so this is a question with index 3 to the power 5 multiplied by 3 to the power 2. So there's a rule, when we multiply two numbers with index and the base should be same. When we are multiplying two numbers with same base, we have to add the indices. So answer is 3 to the power 5 plus 2. Why we add these things? The rule is when we are multiplying same base numbers, we can add the indices. So now the answer is 3 to the power 7. Okay. The next rule is when we divide two numbers with same base, again we have same base. When we divide two numbers with same base, we have to subtract the index. Okay, so that means we have to subtract the powers. So 4 to the power 4 minus 2. So that is equal 4 to the power 2. Or we can write that is 16. Okay, now this is the question. Now here we have a negative index question. So if it's negative index, we can't definitely we have to convert it into positive index before we are simplifying it. How we can convert it into positive? That's a rule. To convert it into positive, we have to reciprocal it. That means if it is in numerator, we have to send it to the denominator. Okay, so here now here denominator is 1 now. Therefore, when we reciprocal it, it should be 1, 4 to the power. Now we don't need to put minus 2, is plus 2. Or we can write it 1 to the power 1 over 16. That's the answer. So if some question, if the negative index is in denominator like this, the negative index is in a denominator, we should send it to numerator to convert to positive. So now we can write it 4 to the power 2 in that case. Okay, so now we have some idea about negative index. Then I am going to this question. So here we have a negative index, that is 10 to the power minus 3. So I told you in this question, if we have a negative index, before we are simplifying it, we have to convert negative index into positive index. Therefore, we can write it multiplied by 1 over 10 to the power 3. That is equal 3.4 divided by 1 with 3 zeros, because now 10 to the power 3. So the answer is now, if it's a division, we have to send the decimal point by 3 digits left side. Okay, so we have to move it backward when we are dividing. So with how many numbers? Since it has 3 numbers, we have to send the decimal point backward by 3 numbers. Then we can write it 3, 4. We have sent it 1, 2, 3. So decimal place is here. To fill these spaces, we have to add zeros. Therefore, the final answer is 0. We have 2 zeros, 0, 0, 4. 0.0034, right? 3, 4. That is the answer. Now this question. In this question, again we have a negative index. So how we can simplify it? 3.04 into 1 over 10. Because now 10 to the power 1. So now since we can write it. Okay. So we can write it 30.04 divided by 10. So we have 1 0, therefore we have to move backward by 1 digit. So the final answer is 3.004. This is the final answer. Okay, so I will divide this question. And I did these questions now already. Okay. So now I am going to do this question. Now we have 1 over 10 to the power 1 over 10,000. Okay, so now we have to write it as a multiple of power of 10. Again, what we can do, first write the number as a power of 10. So here in this question I told you, if we have 4 zeros, we have write it 10 to the power 4. Okay, but we have write it like here. Okay, therefore we have to send it to numerator, but when positive index sent to numerator, it should be negative index. Therefore we can write it, that is equal to 1 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 4. Or you can erase this one, that is equal to 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, now this one. So here this one is equal to 1 over 10 to the power 4, because we have reciprocal it. Now using that knowledge, I am going to, now we can write this number as a fraction. How we can write it? So that is equal to reciprocal it 1 over, because here we have 1 over 10 to the power 2. So further we can write it 1 over 100. Okay, then this question, again we have write it as a fraction. Okay, so first we can write it, now this is equal to 1 over, how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have to send the decimal point here 5. So it is totally equal to 1 divided by 5 zeros. Okay, because we have to send the decimal point by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. Okay, then it should be 1 over 100,000. So we will further learn about these things in a standard form. So for now there is 1 over 100,000. Further we can write it 1 over, yeah, it's as fraction. No? Now we can write it 1 over 10 to the power 5, but since we have write it as a fraction, this answer is enough. Up to this level is enough. Okay, so okay, now next question. Okay, so here also we have negative index multiplied by positive index. So first we have to convert it into positive index before we simplify it. How we can convert it to positive index? 4 to the power 3. Now to convert to positive, it should send to denominator. Then it will become 4 to the power 2. Now you can see here division. How we can simplify index power divisions of powers? That should be 4 to the power 3 minus 2. Okay, 4 to the power 3 minus 2 is 4. 4 to the power 1 is the answer, that is 4. So that's how we are working with negative integers. And okay, now another type of question. Okay, before that I will write another type of question. Find the value of this value. Find the value of this index. So how we can take the value of that index? Remember, for any base, if the power is 0, the answer is always 1. Remember that rule also. For any base, if the power is 0, answer is 1. So if you see that power is 0, you don't want to check the base. For any base, if the power is 0, answer is 1. Okay. So now this question. In this question, when we have write this number in the standard form. When we are writing standard form, what we need to do, we have to keep only one digit before decimal point. That means we have to write decimal point here. Okay, so we have to write decimal point here. Then before that, first thing is, when you see some question to convert in standard form or writing in standard form, what you need to do, check whether that number is greater than 1 or less than 1. Now you can see this number is greater than 1 because it is a large number. It is greater than 1. Okay, so if it is greater than 1, what you need to do, then remember that it is greater than 1. Now then put a decimal point here, because always we have to keep one digit before decimal point. Then, but the original place of the decimal point is here. So we have to send the decimal point by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. We have to send the decimal point by 6 places. Then we have write 4.5. Since we moved from 10 places, we have write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. We have write 10 to the power 6. Since this number is greater than 1, the index is positive. If this number is less than 5, definitely you have to put negative index here. Okay, so that's the final answer. Okay, let's do another questions. another question from standard form. Okay, now one standard form question. So we have write it in standard form. So you can see here before decimal point we have one digit. Okay, that is 0. But that is not in standard form. The reason is, if it is in the standard form, definitely before the decimal point there should be only one number, but it can't be 0. Therefore, we have to send that decimal point to here. Okay. Now, in previous question I told you, first what we need to do, check whether this number is greater than 1 or less than 1. So you can see this 0 point value definitely should be less than 1. Then you have to check how many digits we have to pass to go this point, right? Then let's check. We have to pass. We have to move how many places? 4 places, right? Therefore, we can write it 7.044 into 10 to the power 4. But remember, since it is less than 1, don't forget to put decimal here. Negative mark here. Okay. Definitely, if the number is less than 0, we have to put negative mark. So answer is 7.044 into 10 to the power minus 4. Right. Now that's how we are writing standard form. Now in this question, that is in standard form, we have converted to ordinary form. Okay. So now how we can do it? The theory is, if the power is positive, we have to move forward. If the power is negative, we have to move backward. That is the theory. So how can we move? Right? 378. Now power is 4. We have to move forward by how many numbers? It should be 4 numbers. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the decimal point should be here. For these spaces, we have to put zeros. Then the answer is 3, 7, 8 with 2 zeros. That's the answer. Now again, here we have a negative index, therefore we have to move backward. So write again 4, 5, 6. Then we have to move backward by 3 places. So then decimal point should be here. To fill these spaces, we have to put zeros. Okay. So the final answer, before point also we have to put 0 now. Therefore final answer 0.00456. That is the final answer. Okay. So that is the theory for converting standard form into ordinary form and the ordinary form into standard form. Now we have to approximate these numbers to given place. Okay. So this number we have to correct to nearest 10. Nearest 10 means first we have to identify the places. This unit place, so 1 place, 10 place, 100 and 1000. Here we have to correct it to nearest 10 now. Therefore, we have to cut it after 10th place. Okay. So draw a line, since it is after 10, draw a line after 10 like this. Then check the right side number. Okay. So remember these steps. Cut the number from the 10th place. Sorry, after 10th place. Then check the right side number. If it is 5 or greater than 5, now it is greater than 5. If it is 5 or greater than 5, you have to change the left side number. How we have to change? By adding 1 to left side number. Okay. So now the left side number is 1, 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. And there's an important theory, an important thing, that is, where instead of this removed number, definitely you have to put 0. Otherwise it's wrong. Okay. Again I will explain. Cut the number after 10th place. Then check the right side number. If it is 5 or greater than 5, change the left side number. How we are changing it? by adding 1 to that number. So the final answer is this. And instead of removed numbers, we had to put zeros. Now in this question, second significant figure. This is first one, second one. Therefore, we have to cut from here. Then check the right side number. It is greater than 5. Therefore, we have to change the left side number. How we are changing it? By adding 1. Then 7, 3. Instead of removed numbers, we have to put zeros. That's the answer. Then 0.000451. So second significant figure. This is the first one because significant figure is the first non-zero figure. Therefore, this is the first non-zero figure. Then this is second. Therefore, we have to cut it from here. Now check the right side number. It is less than 5. If it is less than 5, you don't need to change the left side number. You can write it 0.0004 and 5. Instead of removed number, put 0. But since it is after decimal point, that's not compulsory to put 0 there. Therefore, we can erase it because it is after decimal point. But here, decimal point is here. That is before decimal point. If it is before decimal point, definitely you have to put zeros. This one, nearest 1000. This is you place 10, 100, 1000. So after 1000 we have to cut. Then check the right side number. It is 8 greater than 5. Then change the left side number. How we are changing it? By adding 1. 37. Instead of removed numbers, we have to put 0. So 37,000 is the answer. Okay. So this is the final question from that lesson. A bag of marbles said to contain 50 marbles to the nearest 10. What is the greatest number of marbles that could be in the bag? Okay. So in this question, this is how we are doing it. First, these kind of questions. Remember these steps. Okay, for these kind of questions. Okay. First, what you need to do? Draw a line. And then center of it, mark this. Now this is 50, no? When we correct to nearest 10, the answer is 50. Therefore, write 50 there. 50. Then since it is nearest 10, you have to write the 10 multiple of 10 after 50 and before 50. Since it is 10, write the multiple of 10 after 50, that is 60. And before 50, that is 40. If it is 100, you have to write the multiples of 100. Now since it is 10, you have to write the multiple of 10. Then what you need to do, take the mid value of these two numbers. The mid value is 45. Okay, and take the mid value of these two numbers also, that is 55. Okay, then from here to, not for 51, before 51, we are correcting to, we are correcting to 50. Therefore, the greatest number should be the 50. We can't take 55 because 55 belongs to 60. The greatest number should be 54, and the least number should be 45. The smallest number of marbles should be 45 because these numbers in this range we should correct to 50. So that's why, but don't take 55 because 55 belongs to 60. 45 we can take, but don't take 55. So that is the answer of that question. So with that, I am going to finish the first lesson. Okay. So now, if you have problem, make sure to watch the video again and make sure to correct those problems. Right. So that's it. Thank you.